kicking it with me, you're in the place to be. Wednesday night comic book presser. Thank you one, thank you all. Welcome to the show. Make sure you're sharing this. If you are not subscribed, then I need you to leave me a comment below as to why you are not subscribed to this channel. Do you not want to enter in the Ultrabox Giveaway? Because that's part of the requirements is being subscribed here. And don't forget to like and share the video. I am the ULTRA MAXIMUS, and I want to thank you for joining us here. But before I get into patting myself on the back, let me pat my buddy Eric Hurd on the back here. And this is the guy who does our logo work. And yeah, give him a follow. Heard us, Eric, over there on IG. Soundtrack is provided by our friends over there at White Bat Audio. Carl Casey at White Bat Audio doing awesome synthwave. And you can follow him either on YouTube. You can subscribe to him on Spotify. You can also find him on whitebataudio.com. And of course, thank you all for the subscriber count, because we are plus 1,000 subscribers over here, so you know what that means. That we got an Ultrabox giveaway, and you guys got to take a look at the video and see what's in this box, because it's nuts. And what's the greatest part is that there's been more things added to it that you all haven't seen yet. And once I get everything finalized, you will see exactly what's in it. And oh my God, it's going to blow your minds. And then, of course, our friends over at Comic Barricade have these wonderful things to help keep your books upright inside of your cardboard boxes. If you are sorting your books and you do not have a set of these, you need to at least invest in a couple of them. Use the code ULTRA to get yourself 10% off your order. Keep them books upright. And, of course, WantedComics.com, one of our best friends, providing wonderful exclusives as well as back issue bin diving. If you're shopping through them on eBay, rest assured you're going to be packed up correctly. Good evening to you as well, G-Money Rocks. And, again, click that notification bell for notifications for when I go live here, because, again, I go live at odd times. I barely made it on Wednesday night on the East Coast, but it is still Wednesday night in all the other 3 time zones. So, welcome, everybody. Follows are, of course, always appreciated, whether it be on Facebook, on IG, or on Twitter. You can find all those links on the channel homepage on the bottom of the third logo. Super Chat should be active again. I did believe I got everything restored. Direct support can be had at paypal.me/UltraMaximus. And again, I really appreciate all you guys' donations and contributions to the live chats. Oh, and look, it didn't do my wonderful transition was supposed to be like all fiery. What happened there? Okay, hang on. Let's try that again. There we go. It's supposed to be the explosive transition scene. So what's good, everybody? Thank you again for joining the Wednesday night comic book presser. And again, I am the ULTRA MAXIMUS. You guys are following me here because, yeah, you know, apparently I got a little bit of a good input thing. But, wow! Our top story, everybody, and this is our Raw report, so buckle up in case you haven't noticed. We do little spoilerific things here. This is where it gets interesting now, because Blind Adam even said something about this on Drunken Chat, and if you are watching Drunken Chat, the previous episode that we just did on Friday, he said that, you know, somebody was asked a specific question and kind of shrugged it off, but it's like that's what all the actors do whenever they're mentioned. Oh, I heard you're going to be appearing. Now, I don't know what went down in here, but let me just show you this slide, okay? Because this is going to be very spoilerific in reference to Hawkeye. So if you're not watching the 3rd episode of Hawkeye called Echoes, well, then you're missing out. This scene right here is something very interesting, because everybody's trying to say that right there is the Kingpin, and if that is indeed the Kingpin, and if it is Vincent D'Orfino, yeah, you know, I can see that. It definitely hitting hard, 78 points, but this is Blind Adam. This is just the man we were talking about. So, Blind Adam, here is your potential scene. Either this guy is the Kingpin or he is somebody else. It might. I mean, we don't know. We won't know for sure until they show us. So, I mean, they could be leaving this one completely open, but the cufflinks don't say Kingpin. I'm just saying, and we've always been shown all the different cufflinks that he had, but those don't say Kingpin. But you know what appearance I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for Jeff the Landshark, everybody. I know it's a long shot, but if Kate Bishop gives us a Jeff the Landshark, wow! Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of the third episode of Hawkeye, if you have caught that third episode. And if you haven't caught the third episode, you're missing out. So I gave you a sugar-free spoiler there. These are just some of the things that I see. 78 points, but we'll see. Everybody's real hype on it is. All right, so into the books of the week. I'm going to give my honorable mention this week, the Justice League Incarnate's incentive variant cover. Of course, it's DC Spec. It's a new character, and apparently she's important. But not important enough to get any of these other lists to get these books bumped off. But you know what? This one right here, it's punching way above its weight class. Let's just put it that way. This is Animal Castle number 1's 1 in 30 incentive variant cover. Good luck. Ablaze Publishing is not exactly massive on the sales totals. They put out good quality books though. Sometimes these incentives are a little hard to get, in good condition as well, just because there's so few of them. So just keep that in consideration. But that's the runner-up for the book of the week. But the book of the week this week, it's hard to dethrone a 1 in 100, especially one by Art Germ. But some of the guts would be some of the reasons why I put this one as book of the week here. But Captain Marvel, and I'm sorry, that's issue number 34, not 32. Captain Marvel number 34 is 1 in 100 Art Germ variant featuring Marvel on the cover. And it's getting crazy in there. So let's just say Captain Marvel is one of those books that doesn't sell well until there's a first appearance or something key. And then it sells out, goes second printing, and then it goes back to not selling very well. But let's take a look at the list of books that came out this week. We're going to start off with Ablaze Publishing, of course, and that's the one we're talking about here. Animal Castle, number 1. Cover A, selling well. There is your cover B, and then here is the cover C blank sketch variant. $9.99 cover price on that blank sketch, so don't think that you can get that one as a cheap alternative. And then, of course, the 10 copy incentive, your 20 copy incentive, and then there's this 30 copy incentive, as I stated. That is a very tough find for you guys out there. So good luck to you on the hunt. And tomorrow and Friday are probably going to be pretty good days for trying to nab those. All right, so now we're on to Action Lab, which has given us some Zombie Tramp. We got a cover A, which means we got a cover B Risque, and then we got a cover C, and a Risque one for that one as well. Crazy stuff there. Zombie Tramp used to do really, really well in the aftermarket for the nude ones too. Aftershock, who is shattering your expectations, of course, giving you Campisi number 4, Cross to Bear number 2, but then we have the return of Maniac of New York, the Bronx Burning number 1. There's your cover A. Here is your cover B, which is your Muddy Mask variant. And then here is your 15 copy incentive. Geeking Out with Roscoe, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining the live chat. Bat Mike, good to see you too. You didn't miss much yet, Bat Mike. Just getting started into the alternative titles right now. So Search for Who number 3, and that's going to finish it off for the Aftershocks. Next up, we've got Archie, and Archie actually had a bigger week. Jumbo Comics Digest number 325. And then we've got Archie Showcases Digest number 6, Archie's Christmas Stocking, and then Archie's Christmas Spectacular number 1. And that's going to finish it up for Archie. Dropping 3 books in a week. It's a lot. Asylum Press, giving us some wicked horror looking stuff. So Asylum of Horrors, Halloween Special one-shot. And then we've got the Eek Halloween Special Edition one-shot. And then we've got Zombie Terrors Halloween Special cover A. And then your cover B. Now, I know Halloween was a month ago, but these books most likely might have been impacted a little bit by the paper shortage. Ah, yes. All right, up next we've got Avatar. And they're giving us an 8 count. So, Absolution Happy Kitty covers. This is a covers bag set. So there's 8 of them in there. And then on the Red Kryptonite side of things right here, we've got Anna Mercury Auxiliary Color, or Anna Mercury. We're just going to put it, it's Warren Ellis's book, and it's a 5 count. And then, of course, we've got Black Summer Auxiliary covers. And then we've got Caliban Terror. There's some good old tentacles for Lucas. And then Chronicles of Wormwood Last Battle, the auxiliary cover bag set. And then the Dark God Siren cover bag set. 6 count. That's going to finish it off. 78 points. I don't know what Avatar does, but I hear a lot of times they'll put out original content and then reprint it a bunch of times. Different covers and such. Artists, Writers, and Artisans giving us Hotel number 1 of the Volume 2. And then here is your cover B, of course, by Mike Diodato Jr. What's up with you, Empire Comics? Behemoth. All right, so we got number 6, cover A, cover B. And then we've got Popstar Assassin, number 2, cover A, cover B, cover C, cover D, but the E cover, I have a feeling, is the most popular of them. I wonder why. Now we're on to Black Box Comics, which has given us Gin Hunter, number 5, but they also decided to give you a 10-copy incentive. That's going to finish it up for them. Now we're on to Boundless, which is giving us Brian Pulido's Belladonna, more Red Kryptonite, and also now we're in a 6 count. And I know it says Avatar, but they put these under the different publisher for whatever reason. I don't know. I just sort them out. But Lady Death Classic Foes covers bag set. Lady Death Lost Lands leather bag set. Medieval Lady Death War Winds premium covers bag set. Ravening Temptation covers bag set, 5 count. Web Twitch Honey Trap covers bag set. And that's going to finish it off for the Boundless books. All right. Fantico Enterprises. Now, they said that Shriek number 1 cover A was the only one that came out this week, but you know what? There's this cover B, and there's this cover C. I think all of them are equally important, but it's an indie title, so who knows how the distribution went. Make sure you you do get that covered. Heavy Metal giving us Swamp God number 2 of the 6-issue miniseries. That's the only book from Heavy Metal this week. Mad Cave Studios giving us The Last Session number 1. We got 2 covers. Here is your cover B. Ooh, that's a really easy choice, Adam. That would be Las Vegas. Oni Press. Dirtbag Rapture number 3. Rick and Morty Rick's New Hat number 5. And then Rick's New Hat number 5 got a cover B to go along with that. And that's going to finish it up for the Oni Press. See, Blind Adam, Bittner, New York City, I have no clue what the population is and the amount of traffic per capita you can pull in there. If that's your hometown, I mean, it's different, when it's your home stomping grounds. But Vegas, yeah, and what Nate is saying, get the hell out of New York City, my man. But Scout Comics giving us a bunch of books. First up is Black Cotton number 6. And then Commander Rao. This is a one-shot. But the one-shot is going to give us a 10-copy tan unlocked incentive variant. And then we've got Dancing with the Dragon number 2 of the 4-issue miniseries. Lunar Ladies number 3 of 3. Murder Hobo Chaotic Neutral number 3 of 4. Red Shift number 4 of 6. And then Thud number 1, cover A. your 10 copy unlocked. And then White Ash Season 2 number 1 with the cover A. And then your cover B is a J. Lee 10 copy unlocked. But they also offered you a 25 copy J. Lee Black and White Virgin incentive. Oh, and that's going to do it for the Scout books. Now we're in the Silver Sprocket Emotional Data Deluxe Edition. And then we're on the Source Point Press, which has got Suicide Jockeys number 4, got a cover A. And then this wonderful serial-esque swipe cover B. That just reminded me of the SpaghettiOs I ate last week because my son didn't like the SpaghettiOs with meatballs. So I had to eat. You know, that's what parents do sometimes. All right, so we're into the vault now. And then inside the vault, they're giving you the last book you'll ever read at issue number 4. Last book you'll ever read, number 4, cover B. And then there's a black bag variant cover. I wonder what's in the bag. Z2 Comics giving us Chuck D presents the Apocalypse 91 Revolution Never Sleeps. That's crazy. Zenoscope going to be giving us a couple of books. Myths and Legends Quarterly Blood Pharaoh cover A. Cover B. And then here is your cover C by Garvey. And that's going to wrap it up for them. Now we're on to Boom Studios, which is giving us a pretty big week. Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 32. Got a cover A by Franny. Got a cover B by Georgiov. 10 copy incentive by Franny. 25 copy incentive by Young. Unlockable variant. Then we're on to Dark Blood, number 3 of 6. There's your cover B. But there's a 10 copy incentive. And then Sousa absolutely killing it right here with the 25 copy incentive. Just everything about this cover hits. Palette, softness, all that stuff. Dune House Atreides, number 12. There's your cover B. Then here is your 25 copy incentive. And then there is your 50 copy incentive by Christian Ward. Firefly number 34, cover A. There's your cover B. There is your 10 copy incentive by Bengal. And then Christian Ward absolutely knocking it out the park with his 25 copy incentive. Magic Master of Metal number 1's got a cover A by Yoon. And then we've got this Mercado connecting variant set. Metal number 1, cover C, however, is going to be a foil variant. And then there's going to be this 10 copy incentive by Mercado. It's virginized of the other Mercado variant. And then we've got a 25 copy gold foil incentive. Then we've got this cover F, which would be your unlockable incentive variant. Please be sure to inquire in your stores. Once in Future number 22's got a cover A by Dan Mora. Got a 10 copy incentive. And then Merca and Dolfo supplying us with a 25 copy incentive. And that's going to finish it up for the Boom. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm pretty sure on the Dynamite side there's going to be one slide too many, but that's fine. I'll get to it when we get there. But Hellboy Bones of Giants number 2 of 4, and then we've got Sir Edward Grey Archeron one shot. Okay, so it's another Hellboy tie-in, and then there's your cover B for that same title. Wrapping it up for the Dark Horse. And then the Dynamite, and there's the one that we don't need to see anything. Okay. Evil Ernie absolutely starting off this new series with issue number 1's cover A by Brett Booth. It's a Dynamite book I read. Evil Ernie got a cover B. Then the cover C is your blank. Cover D is your 10 copy Booth black and white incentive. 20 copy Soydom black and white. And then cover F, 25 copy incentive by Booth. I think this is the cooler one. So 78 points, you won't be disappointed. I really think that Evil Ernie over at Dynamite's probably got potential. Evil Ernie number 1, of course, got the Soydom limited version, pretty decent. Now, this is where they got you guys really good, because this is one of those books that's on the cusp. It's got both this TMNT homage, and then it's got this McFarlane homage. So both of these are obvious money grabs, but you know, it happens. And then of course we got the Sager original FOC bonus variant, the 7-copy incentive FOC Sager Virgin variant, there we go. And then we got the 11-copy FOC incentive TMNT homage. There's then this 11-copy McFarlane homage. All the 300s are terrible, 78. Don't worry. You're going to see, and you'll be like, man, I should just avoid all those at all costs. Anyway, Jennifer's Blood number 3, cover A by Perillo. Cover B by Linsner. Cover C by Lee. And then here is your cover D by Yoon. Cover E is your cosplay. And then we've got a 10-copy Perillo incentive tint, a 15-copy Linsner black and white, a 20-copy Yoon Virgin, a 25-copy Lee Virgin. And then the cover J is your Perillo Limited Virgin, your K is your Linsner Limited Virgin, and then your FOC bonus TMNT homage. We got another bonus by Federici, and then a 7-copy incentive cosplay Virgin, 11-copy FOC incentive TMNT homage. There's the other Federici. I didn't get those added on there. My apologies for not having those on. But moving on to Red Sonja's 2021 Holiday Special with your cover A, which is cosplay. Cover B, your Linsner, which this looks like it ties into more of the Red Sonja story going on, written by Mirka Andolfo. And then, of course, Holiday Special cover C got an Andolfo variant. 10-copy incentive cosplay Virgin. There's a 20-copy incentive Andolfo Virgin. There's a 7-copy FOC incentive Andolfo black and white variant. And then the FOC incentive Linsner Virgin. Sonja Versal gives us issue number 10 with a bunch of variant covers, starting off with issue 10 cover A. Here's your cover B. Here's your cover C. The D by Yoon. The cosplay. The 10-copy Linsner, which looks like it was phoned in. The 15-copy also looks in that same category. 20-copy incentive by Yoon, not so bad. I mean, that one, somebody posed for. Oh! And Sonja Versal number 10, cover J, the Limited Virgin variant. Cover K, Linsner Limited Virgin variant. And the cover L, Perillo Limited Virgin. FOC bonus Perillo tint. FOC 7-copy cosplay, 11-copy FOC incentive by Yoon, and that's going to finish it off for the Dynamite books. On to IDW. IDW giving us the Snake Eyes Dead Game Declassified, which has basically a bunch of different artwork being inked by a bunch of very famous people. And Patrick, good to see you, man. I'm as good as I can be. 4 days a week for the physical therapy, but did get kind of a notification today they're probably going to total the car. And so, obviously sent them back because they tried to lowball me. And I was like, yeah, no, you're not lowballing me on this one. Sorry. So, basically I'm dealing with the insurance company on that aspect, and it's fun. But I skimmed through this Snake Eyes Dead Game, and if you're not a fan of Liefeld artwork, you're probably not going to be a fan of this book much, because it's basically just Liefeld artwork being inked over and over by other people. Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 11, and instead of giving us 3 covers, they've slimmed this one down to 2. You got a cover A, and then you got yourself a 10-copy incentive variant. Now, this one was interesting. TMNT Ongoing number 123, cover A. The cover B was an Eastman cover. And, of course, Casey Jones by Eastman. Definitely a hit. And then, of course, here's your 10-copy incentive by Sophie Campbell. One of my favorites, Transformers Shatter Glass number 4 of 5. And there's your cover A by Alex Milne. Your cover B. And then your 10-copy incentive. And let me tell you something. Goldbug ain't no punk in this. The Bumblebee that he was at the beginning of the issue, yeah, he got punked real hard. But if you guys want to see an evil version of Bumblebee, yep, that's where you're going to catch it. So, Shatter Glass, everybody, Shatter Glass. On to Image Comics, which has given us a bunch of books, but you know what? Image did not have not one book over cover price this week. So they were all cover price. No incentives or anything like that. Chew number 10. Department of Truth number 14. Cover B for Department of Truth 14. Deadly Class number 49. And if you guys like that cover, check this out. J.G. Jones absolutely killing it. And Firepower by Kirkman and Samney. Hellcop number 2, cover A. Hellcop number 2, cover B. And then this one is probably going to be a little bit of a hit. Just because this one's going to be, under ordered, and looks like they're doing another one of these for Hellcop issue number 3. Definitely a cover buy for a lot of people. King of Spies number 1. Got a bunch of issues going along with this one. We got a cover B, black and white. And then your cover C. And then your cover D. Cover E was a blank sketch. The Magic Order 2 number 2. Cover A. Cover B. That's cover C. Cover B, turns out, was a local comic shop day variant, I believe. The Me You Love in the Dark number 5 of 5. And then Redneck number 31. Scumbag number 11 got a cover A. And then a cover B by Simone DeMail. And then we're at Spawn issue 324. So I wonder, 323. Oh no, that's 324. But that's 323's artwork. So that's really weird. Well, I don't know what's going on there. Something must have happened. But Spawn 324 got a cover B. And that's going to finish it up for the Image books. Now we are into DC, which DC had a pretty big week as well. Action Comics 1037. And then the Tedesco cardstock variant cover. Batman 2021 Annual number 1. There's your cover A. And they might have just, I don't know why they called this the Batman Annual. They should just call it the Ghostmaker one-shot. Because apparently that's what this thing is on the inside. But anyway, here's your cover B. And it's a good Ghostmaker cover if you're into the Ghostmaker character. Batman Fear State Omega. One-shot. Cover A, Jamal Campbell. Cover B by Simone Bianchi. And then we've got a 25-copy incentive by Jorge Jimenez. Yeah, Batman with not Batman. Batman the Detective, number 6 of 6. Got a cover A by Andy Kubert. And then we've got a number 6 cover B, also by Andy Kubert, but it's a cardstock variant cover. Detective Comics 2021 Annual One-Shot, cover A. And then annual cover B. And that's a Fabok cardstock variant. Jason Fabok obviously delivers. Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant. Now this is the one that had a ton of covers. So there's your A cover. Here's your B cover with Scarecrow. There's your C cover with Penguin. Your D cover with Poison Ivy. Your E cover with Talia and Ra's al Ghul. And then here is your Mad Hatter Moth Red Hood cardstock variant. And then here's all of them. That's your 25-copy incentive by Francesco Mattina. And then the Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant One-Shot by Chris Burnham. And there's your cardstock variant cover. Hardware Season number 1, cover A, and then cover B. And then Human Target, number 2. There's your cover B to go along with that one. Joker 2021 Annual number 1, and then the B cover. Justice League Dark number 1. And this is the annual, of course, for 2021. And then, of course, here is your cover B cardstock variant. And then this one was interesting. Justice League Incarnate number 1 of a 5-issue miniseries. There is your cover B. Now, obviously, that is the Thomas Wayne Batman. And then here is your new character. 25-copy incentive. Might have to go back and read that book to see what's going on in it. And I called this one a while ago, and I saw someone in the chat talking about this one, saying that the Nightwing is good. So, oh man, G Money rocks. I am so sorry for your wallet, my friend, because I know that's they're limited edition figures. I hope you can get the Megatron, because the Megatron was Megatron's pretty hard to find right now. I mean, you can find them, but you're going to overpay for them. So good luck to you out there, sir. And then, of course, the Nightwing annual, though, the dynamic between Jason Todd and Dick Grayson, I'm pretty sure that one's a hit. Then this one right here, the Robin 2021 annual number 1, the one-shot cover A by Corona. The A cover, obviously, is the better one, in my opinion. Robin 2021 annual number 1, cover B. And then Teen Titans Academy number 9, cover A. And then the cover B. I really got to read and catch up on that. Wonder Girl number 5, got a cover A by Dan Moore, but of course Jenny Frisian giving us a cardstock variant cover. Causes a success. Wonder Woman got an annual as well, and here's your cover A, but the B cover for the annual is the hit. And then Wonder Woman Historia, the Amazons number 1, cover A came out. Cover B by Oliver Coipel. And then here is your 25 copy library fake leather design variant. And that's going to finish it up for the DC stuff. All right, well, G-Money, I wish you luck, sir. Marvel giving us a big week. Amazing Spider-Man number 80. And then a decent Silva Stormbreaker variant cover. The only problem is Mary Jane and Spider-Man ain't doing nothing in this issue. But, I'm down with it. Okay, so Avengers number 50, of course. This was a very interesting read. This is just a cool issue. Ooh, grab a little bit of that, and unfortunately it's not pressed coffee this evening as I'm trying to save the coffee for the morning. So, Nolan Nerd, that's amazing. You're buying your first Captain Marvel book this week. Cool, man. It's a hit or miss with that series, but with Marvel coming back, we think he's back. She's seen him die twice is what she says, but we'll see. Yeah, so there's Amazing Spider-Man 80, and then there's Amazing Spider-Man 80 Beyond. 80 Beyond will be out next week, I believe. But all these Avengers variants. So Avengers number 50 is also technically Avengers 750, and apparently this was a $9.99 book. So it's a very expensive book. This was also delayed in some places till next week. Some stores got theirs, some stores did not. So if you are fortunate enough to get your hands on this book, well, just know some people aren't going to be getting it. And then, of course, there's this Kirby Hidden Gem variant. But then we're into Captain Marvel number 34. So, okay. The last of the Marvels, obviously, they didn't spoil it here. No, they've been doing weekly Spider-Man. So one's going to be just the issue 80, and then issue 80 Beyond is going to take place right after that. Kind of how they were doing like a 0.1, a 0.2, a 0.3 on some issues before. So I wouldn't get too off track there. All right, so Captain Marvel number 34's Art Germ's teaser variant cover was open order, so you can order that one a lot cheaper. The Bianchi variant was your 1 in 25 incentive. And then you had the Art Germ Virgin variant. Daredevil number 36, and I believe this is approaching the final issue of the series. Well, they go into Devil's Reign next, but Elektra's still Daredevil. Here is the Cabal Stormbreakers variant cover. And then here is the Panosian Foreshadow variant for issue number 36. Darkhawk number 4 of 5. The B cover for the Ron Lim variant swipe of a previous Wolverine versus Spider-Man. And then here's your Superlog variant cover, which is your 25 copy incentive. Darkhold Black Bolt number 1. There's your connecting variant cover. Here is your design variant. And then here is your Simmons incentive variant cover. This is wild looking. Very, very wild looking. Doctor Strange, the death of Doctor Strange, actually, Spider-Man number 1 is getting a tie-in with another variant cover. And Black Cat seems to be involved in both of them. And then, of course, we got the Death of Doctor Strange White Fox number 1. Death of Doctor Strange White Fox number 1, the Inyuk Lee variant cover. And then the Peach Momoko White Fox variant cover. Fantastic Four number 38, the Bustos Stormbreakers variant cover. And then here is your Horley Thing variant. And then pushed back from last week. If you were able to get this at your LCS last week, you are a fortunate soul. If not, well, this week was your week with Hawkeye Kate Bishop's debut in comic books. Well, at least the Kate Bishop title hasn't been properly put on there before. She's got a Hawkeye series, a Hawkeye volume, obviously, with her in it. But the Kate Bishop moniker on here is pretty good. Todd Knock doing one of his better headshot variant covers. Phil Noto on a variant cover. Pretty decent there as well. There is your Scotty Young variant cover. And then here is your 25 copy incentive. Marauders number 26. And then Megan Hetrick giving us a thick with 2 C's or 3 C's. Emma Frost. New Mutants number 23. Phoenix Song Echo number 2. Phoenix Song Echo number 2. Derek Chew variant cover. And then Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 18. The War of the Bounty Hunters. And the War of the Bounty Hunters is going to give us an Acuna variant cover. And then the Sprouse Lucasfilm variant. Star Wars Darth Vader number 18. And then the Ken Lashley variant cover. And then, hey man, appreciate you too, Blind Adam. Have a great day, you too, man. Have a blessed rest of the week as well. Star Wars Darth Vader's Sprouse Lucasfilm 50th anniversary variant, of course, got the Poe Dameron right there for you. The Marvels number 6, and then the Marvels number 6 is giving us a Dustin Weaver variant cover featuring some of the story members from the series thus far. Venom number 2, McGinnis variant cover. And then the Lemieux Francis U variant cover. Definitely one of the better Lemieux U variants. Oh, well, I appreciate you, Double O, man. Thanks for coming up, and appreciate you catching on Rewind. Thanks for stopping by the live chat. Warhammer 40K, the Sisters Battle. Sisters of Battle number 4. I really got to put the Sisters of in there. But it's not there when I copy the namesake over, so anyway, Warhammer 40K Sisters of Battle number 4 got a Games Workshop variant cover, and then of course here is your Salazar Design variant cover, which is your incentive. Winter Guard number 4 of 4, and there is your B cover, which is your Shavrin variant. And also another pushback from last week is X-Force Kill Shot, the anniversary special. All the different connecting variant covers, connecting A, B, C, D, E, F, and I think G. Oh, there's no G. Jeff Scott Campbell doing a Domino cover for this one. And then the Liefeld variant cover. I think there's a gray variant of that one as well. Ron Lim got himself a variant cover as well. And then the U variant cover here. The Hidden Gem special is your 1-in-100 incentive by Rob Liefeld. We're using some of that old Rob Liefeld artwork. And then another pushback from last week. Some fortunate souls were able to get it at their LCS. Not mine, but X-Men number 5. And then, of course, the Coel Stormbreaker variant. And then the McKelvey Fastball Special variant cover. X-Men Trial of Magneto's issue number 4 of 5. And then the Medina variant. Oh, and then we got the Scott Forbes variant cover. That's some pretty cool looking stuff right there. And that's going to finish it up for all the new releases out this week. Leave me a comment below. Let me know which ones you picked up and which ones you liked. And now it's time to enter a little section of my brain called the Ultra Maximus Speculation Matrix, everybody. Smash that like button, and let's talk about some things. And let's first break it down inside the Spec Matrix with the Raw Report update. So, obviously, we're going to be talking about some news here, which means there are going to be some spoilerific items you are going to have to move on from. And let's get it started. So the bleeding stock photos of Bleeding Cool. Unfortunately, Bleeding Cool tried to make a really funny post and they bombed hysterically when they can't even get the right thumbnail of James Gunn. Who's working for you guys on the editorial staff over there? Because, if you guys are hiring and you want somebody who can actually give you correct information, well, that's what Ultra's here for. I don't think I could fit in over there Bleeding Cool, though. Anyway. Clown Hunter returns, and this time, unfortunately, it's not as Red X. But everybody's like, what do you mean Clown Hunter is going to return? Well, it's going to be this way. So, Clown Hunter, according to Bleeding Cool, is going to be Ghostmaker's Robin with a sword. And had I clicked on the link to the article, I probably would have gotten more context of it, but I assume it has something to do with the Ghostmaker / Batman annual that just dropped. So we'll see about what's going on here. So even though Ghostmaker tried to hurt him at first, I guess they're going to be good friends going forward. So it's going to be interesting to see. But Red X, still, I don't think his ID has been revealed. Now, obviously, if you guys are doing the math, you probably understand that if there's two trilogies are obviously greater than one trilogy. So what does that mean? Well, I didn't mean to be cryptic, but over the last couple of days, we'd had Sony Pictures confirms 3 more Marvel Spider-Man movies. And Sony is confirming that Marvel is going to be a part of that trilogy with Tom Holland being the Spider-Man. So again, everybody was like, oh, Tom Holland's going to be going away, Spider-Man, we're going to be getting Miles. No, we're probably not. And if Miles does show up, it's probably going to be for a quick couple of seconds, unless they do a sick Into the Spider-Verse trilogy series, which would be giving us 3 movies, more than we probably deserve when it comes to that topic. But you never know. And of course, I hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving. I hope it was calm, cool, collective, peaceful, all that good stuff. If you didn't check out the secret variant that I dropped on Sunday, well, you missed out on all the FOC stuff, but it's okay. Ultra Maximus will, of course, be back next week with more news, so make sure you smash that like button. And, of course, Twitter tag me if you see something that's newsworthy. And, of course, you can do the same on IG and Facebook. Different names, though. It's ULTRA MAXIMUS on FaceSpace and IG, and, of course, Ultra Maximus X. And leave me a comment below, like the one Ghostmaker could be a great comic if written correctly. And Nate, you are correct. He was one character when they introduced him and they're trying to push the sexual identity on him. He's bi! He's one character that a lot of people didn't have a problem with. Yeah, Almighty Liger King, a lot of people are saying that too. I think if there's any Deadpool movie adaptations, I don't think there was. But you never know with the way these characters are drawn. So if you remember correctly, Major X was supposed to be first appearing on something, and of course somebody drew Major X in the background of another book. So we don't know for sure if she's been drawn someplace else before, but that seems to be the hype that I've heard behind it as well. But that book came out last week in some areas. I haven't really seen too much movement on it otherwise. So spec lightly, tread lightly, buy what you like, of course, and you'll never buy wrong. Nate, if you want to see Strife get whacked, that's the book for you. If you don't care about Liefeld art or Liefeld plot lines from 30 years ago, well, then it's probably not for you. Yeah, and War of the Bounty Hunters at Blind Adam is still going on because it was like 30-something tie-ins. But anyway, we're on to the Raw Report read pile, so let's talk about the books that I actually flipped through and read today. Starting off with a surprise read. So, I wasn't able to pick up a copy of this one today, but I was able to read one online. And this has a lot of the buttons that hit right when you're talking about a comic and what we're looking for in a property. So shout out first off to Mighty Mel V, because if it weren't for Mighty Mel V, this episode of The Presser probably wouldn't be happening right now tonight. He helped me out with a clutch moment. And then we talked about this book. So in this book, of course, Animal Castle is obviously a hierarchy set up of animals. Animals can talk, they build, there's murder, there's a lot of stuff going on in here. So you guys remember Nottingham and how it resonated with people? I have a feeling this is also going to be one of those books that resonates with people. Stray Dogs resonated with people, and it took a very natural beat building is what I'm going to say. And Omar's talking about this book cuts deep. This book does cut pretty deep. It's definitely hitting on a lot of things, but I can see this one being popular amongst readers. So if you didn't read Animal Castle, I do highly recommend you go and pick it up. At least a cover A. Cover A is apparently drying up online too, just because it's an Ablaze book. Probably not heavily ordered, and I don't think Ablaze does second printings. So keep that in mind. Evil Ernie. And had somebody ask in the live chat if this was a good read. Yes. I read this Dynamite book and I was like, wait a minute, this can't be true. This is a Dynamite book? So Evil Ernie obviously setting some things up. You get a little bit of the origin story of Evil Ernie. Find out how he becomes evil. Looking forward to issue 2, that's for sure. And then, of course, Venom. So Venom is going to be going back and forth between issues, telling story between what's going on between Dylan and his dad, Eddie. And, of course, Dad Eddie had his body blown up and he, transmuted across the universe into a symbiote form coming out of a mortal pool. Yeah, lots of things to talk about in there. But in issue number 2, we did get a first appearance. Archer Lyle is her name, and apparently she kicks the crap out of people who are trying to kick the crap out of Venom. So Archer Lyle, everybody. 25 copy incentive if you want to spec on her. Marauders. Another member of the Hellfire Club is resurrected. Now, I wasn't able to dig in and do a ton of research on this one to see where he first appears, but I think he may actually first appear all the way back in Uncanny 129. However, if they're reviving more and more members of the Hellfire Club and appointing them to positions in the Krakoan government where they are the UN ambassador from Krakoa, there's some moves being played here by the Hellfire Club members. And our wonderful friend Chantel Lourdes does make an appearance here. So it's quite interesting to see. And, Iceman shows his Omega level powers inside the book. Now, here is another book that's... the cover does not equate to anything that happens inside of it. I was under the assumption that we were going to be getting some action with Maya and dealing with, the X-Men and more mutant powers and such, but that's not, unfortunately, what we got. But what we did get was we did get the first appearance of this guy who's basically trying to take the Phoenix Force from Maya, and everything you love will die, according to him. So if you're reading Phoenix Song Echo, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this issue. And then this was a wild read. So, well, we haven't quite figured out who killed her yet, but she does say, she says she knows who attacked me. She knows who attacked her, so it's going to be interesting to see who she's claiming is the one who attacked her and who's she looking at. I see her looking over at Lorna Dane, kind of like giving her the side eye. But it's any wonder what's going to happen in the next issue. But we are going to find out in, of course, issue number 5, The Trial of Magneto. So there's that. And then, as I stated earlier, Goldbug makes his appearance in here. So we've got Goldbug, Starscream. Check out the purple and green Optimus Prime. The evil version of Prowl. The good version of Skywarp. And, of course, the semi-evil version of Jetfire. Now... as G-Money was talking about in the live chat earlier about how he's going to be tracking down some of these figures, the figures are available through Hasbro Pulse on pre-order for issues 5 and 6 right now. So that's Jetfire and Goldbug. The Jetfire, I believe, is almost a $100 figure. So very much so, good luck to you guys if you are chasing any of those figures. It's a pretty cool story, too. Remember, the Shatter Glass is basically your alternate universe where Decepticons are good and Autobots are evil. This also caught me by surprise today in the read pile, and this, of course, we get another return of Marvel. So, if they really are resurrecting him and they're going to come up with a very interesting way to do it, well, they also decided they were going to come up with a very interesting way of resurrecting Carol's powers that mimic binary. So you guys remember when she turned into the binary form of Carol Danvers? I believe Uncanny X-Men. Well, she's apparently learning how to manifest that power again and going up against Vox Supreme. So that's what's taking place in your Captain Marvel 34. Avengers number 50, aka 750. And you might ask, why is this issue important? Man, he is no ordinary Doom. He is the Doom Supreme, the master of the darkest arts. He is the Doom above all. And of course, the new Masters of Evil is in there too. With the Venom skull and some of the other guys from the Heroes Reborn timeline. So the Heroes Reborn stuff is coming back into play. But that's going to wrap it up for the stuff in the read pile. However, in the Raw Report versus, last week I asked you guys to take a look at 2 variant covers and tell me which one of these 2 coming out this week you thought would be a better hit for you. Would it be the Once and Future number 22 Merca and Dolfo incentive cover, or would it be the Gotham City Villains variant by Mattina, which is your 25 copy incentive? Both are fire, but for me, of course, it's the Merca and Dolfo. I mean, I just have to lean towards Merca's work here, so good stuff over there, but I like to do it. So next week is nuts. You know why next week is nuts? Because, well, the incentive variants that they have for next week are going to absolutely drain your pocket. And here is your variant battle for next week. They want $435 for the one on the left at Midtown Comics. And I believe that's a 1 in 500 for Hellions. So it's a book nobody's probably ordering. But it is the return of Madeline Pryor on the cover. So, Hellions number 18, Yin Yuk Lee Virgin variant cover, or the Batman number 118 gold foil variant. 18 or 118, everybody. Which would you choose? I have a feeling this one's going to come down to more of which one are you collecting? Are you on the Hellion side or the Batman side? Now, does DC not realize that they are swiping a Marvel pose? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of those 2 choices for next week. And let me know which one you think is going to win the variant battle. All right, everybody. So now it is time to enter this wonderful section of the Speculation Matrix that I call the Heat of the Week. So we're going to take a look real quick at just some of the books that came out this week and which ones I think might have spec potential. Animal Castle number 1. Of course, got to give a shout out to Money Mel V for his recommendation on this one. And of course, I mean, all your covers. Oh, I forgot the 30 copy on there, of course. Maniac of New York, the Bronx Burning Mask variant, and then your 15 copy incentive. And then we've got Pop Star Assassin number 2. Gin Hunter, cover B. Ravening Temptation covers bag set. And then, of course, the Web Witch Honey Trap. Shriek number 1, cover B. It's all about perspective. Swamp God number 2. Suicide Jockeys number 4, cover B. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, cover C. 10 copy incentive by Franny. 25 copy incentive by Young. And then your unlockable variant cover. And that's only for you Buffy collectors. If you're not a Buffy collector, those books probably aren't going to interest you all that much. Ooh. All right. Dark Blood, their 10 copy incentive, but the 25 copy is obviously the one that takes the cake. Dune House Atreides number 12, the 25 copy incentive, not too shabby. and neither is the Ward. Speaking of Ward, 25 copy incentive for Firefly number 34. Magic, Master of Metal, cover C foil, cover D, cover E, and then you're unlockable. Once in Future, all 3 covers. Evil Ernie, Evil Ernie, Evil Ernie. Yeah, you know. Got a bunch of good variant covers, so pick whichever one you like. Jennifer Blood number 3 got the cover C by Lee and her 25 copy incentive. Red Sonja's holiday special cover E, your 20 copy Merca and Dolpho Virgin variant. Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 11, the 10 copy incentive. The TMNT ongoing cover B by Eastman. Cover C by Sophie Campbell as well, not too shabby. Shatter Glass Transformers, I put all 3 down just because the read is great. Department of Truth 14, both covers should be on there. I don't know why I only put the one. But Deadly Class, the cover B by Joelle Jones. Hellcop number 2, cover C. The Batman Annual, cover B. Fear State Omega one-shot, cover C. And then, of course, the Gotham City villains that I was just talking about there. And the being the 25 copy, it's pretty awesome. But I got to admit, this Penguin variant is pretty fire. And then, of course, your Justice League Incarnate number 1, cover C. Nightwing, cover A and cover B for the annual. The Robin annual as well, cover A and cover B. Teen Titans Academy, number 9. And there's your cover B variant. Wonder Girl, number 5, the Jenny Frisian variant cover. The Wonder Woman annual, Carlos Danda cardstock variant. Wonder Woman Historia, the Amazons, the cover B, and the cover C incentive. Yeah, you know, Amazing Spider-Man number 80. Silver Stormbreakers, like I said, doesn't have anything to do with the guts of the book, but it's a Mary Jane and Peter cover. Avengers 50, and some people talk about Avengers 50 being bananas. I agree, Ronald. The Lim variant, the Bianchi variant. Of course, I was very happy to see She-Hulk return to her normal She-Hulkness. Avengers 50, of course, had this McNiven variant cover with our 3 big Avengers, and then, of course, the Kirby Hidden Gem variant cover. Captain Marvel 34, and I chose all of them. Why? Because Marvel. Daredevil 36. Yeah, I picked all of them. Darkhawk number 4. Yep, did the same. Picked all of them. Black Bolt number 1, the incentive. And that's, of course, the Darkhold Black Bolt. Death of Doctor Strange's White Fox number 1. All covers. The Fantastic Four 38, because, of course, She-Hulk with the Fantastic Four. And, you know, wouldn't it be awesome if the She-Hulk series just started introducing other Marvel characters without having to have them have an origin movie or anything like that? Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, number 1. One of many covers, but those 3 seem to be my favorites. The A cover, the Noto, and the other. And then Marauders, number 26, with the Megan Hetrick variant cover. Phoenix Song, Echo, number 2. The Derek Chu is pretty killer. And then there's our man Ochia Bastoon right there hanging out with Darth Vader. And this is the Ken Lashley variant cover. Venom number 2's incentive variant. The X-Force Kill Shot Anniversary Special by Jeff Scott Campbell. I chose the Lim, the U, and the Liefeld just because I figured those were the big ones that weren't connecting. The connecting variants also aren't doing too shabby individually. There's a Deadpool individual one, and of course a Venompool individual one. X-Men number 5, though, again, pushed back from previous week, but the Stormbreaker variant here. Jean Grey and Cyclops holding hands while about ready to mess some people up. She's about mentally ready to mess them up. And he's about to give him the shock of his life with his eyesight, that's for sure. X-Men number 5's Fastball Special. and then the Magneto Forbes variant. That's going to wrap it up for the heat of the week, everybody. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought of those. And if you didn't want to miss these books, there's an opportunity that you have basically on another show that I do called The Secret Variant. And that next episode should be sometime this weekend. And on the episodes of The Secret Variant, I'd like to give you guys an opportunity to take a look at what's coming out. You, of course, have helped me out with that Ultrabox subscription goal. So giving back to you guys is what I like to do. So don't forget to check out the variant edition of the Spec Matrix. Will it be on Drunken Chat this Friday? I'm trying my best. There is some stuff going on right now with us car shopping, so yeah, you never know. But nonetheless, don't forget to take a look at the feature channel section here, guys, that I've got tons of people that you all need to be subscribed to. If you're not subscribed to them, you're missing out. And then, of course, the next episode of the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser right here on this channel is why you should be subscribed to me. But the Raw Report also. I do this little thing called the Raw Report where I do pickups and mail drops. And on those pickups and mail drops, I basically show you guys some of the books that I'm buying. Kind of gives you an idea of what I'm specking on. Maybe give you a little bit of a heads up in there. And, sending these videos viral would be amazing. So if you happen to take a look at either the second print homage variant covers or the Marvel Platinum Hip Hop variant list, I really appreciate you guys checking out the other videos on this channel. Don't forget to like and share them. But you know what? Like I said, I do this other show called The Secret Variant, and on The Secret Variant, I give you guys a FOC review. So you know what? We're going to look at the Ghost of this past Monday, and that is the FOC review here on the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, our final segment of the show. So stick around, and let's go through it. So closing on this past week was Maria Levette's Porcelain number 5. There is your 10 copy incentive, your 20 copy incentive, and then your 30 copy incentive by Sabine Rich, which is basically the trade dress version is right here. So it's swiping the House of Secret stuff, which is pretty cool, right? If you're into that kind of stuff. Chicken Devil number 3. God Killer Spiderland number 2, cover A. And then the cover B is your 15 copy incentive. The 30 copy is probably going to be pretty wild, but they haven't shown it yet. White number 6, allocated to 2,500 copies, so make sure if you wanted to be down for that one, I hope you're down for it already. Twisted Haunted Highon's Curse of the Green Book number 2. And then Gun Honey, issue number 3, getting a second print. Harbinger number 3's cover B. And then there's that wild pre-ordered bundled edition. Eat the Rich getting a 10 copy incentive and a 25 copy incentive. And of course, it was on FOC twice. House of Slaughter got a 25 copy incentive, a 50 copy by Infante, and then a 75 copy by Walta, with an unlockable variant, aka one per store. This one per store is probably going to be a better play for rarity. Maul number 4, 10 copy incentive. Maul number 4, 25 copy incentive. Joy Operations number 2. And then there's your cover B. So I'm interested in seeing what's going down in that book. Stranger Things, Tomb of Yabuen number 4 of the 4-issue miniseries. So we've got all the books. 4 issues. Stranger Things story. What can possibly go wrong? Cover B, Simone DeMeo. Cover C, cover D. So 4 covers for each one. On FOC, so nice, they did it twice. Army of Darkness 79, number 4, cover B by Soydom, with a limited virgin variant available. They're your Sager limited virgin, and then the Matina limited virgin. Army of Darkness getting these McFarlane homage variants. Well, actually, it's not just Army of Darkness, unfortunately. It's every Dynamite book. So, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Can't help you out there, but you're going to need to get those. Barbarella getting that card stock. I'm sorry, the trading card. I'm sorry, playing card variant covers. Derek Chew Limited Virgin. And then the cover L is the Cohen Limited Virgin. And then here's your McFarlane homage. Selena. More McFarlane homage. And then, whatever floats your boat for the rest of the stuff. Perillo. Oh. Yeah, so this is probably one of the better covers. The Maria. Yeah. I don't know what's up with those. Sonic the Hedgehog number 47, 10 copy incentive. Star Wars Adventures number 13 got a cover A by Frank Avila. And then the B cover is amazing. And then a 10 copy incentive by Frank Avila is not too bad. Beast Wars number 11, cover B, 10 copy incentive. And then the final issue of Shattered Glass, giving us a wonderful homage from Transformers Generation 2. Alex Milne on the pencil duties right there. There's our Shattered Glass number 505. Here is your cover B by Guido Guidi and yet another Megatron variant cover. And then here is your 10 copy incentive. Deep Beyond got a cover B by Mirka and Dolfo. Very spoilerific, so that's why they didn't show the artwork to it. Gunslinger Spawn, and both covers, and of course the Brett Booth. And Omar, you are not kidding. I showed those to my friends, and they were all like, why? No, please God, no. Because, yeah, they are basically phoned in. But just like the TMNT homage, there's going to be people who get them, Girl Scouts Stone Ghost got a cover A and then a 25 copy incentive. And then moving up from cover C to cover B is your Hellcop number 3. Here's your Play Demon variant. Wills Protasio and Todd McFarlane delivering the goods on the C cover. Here's your D cover. Pardon me for the yawn. Mercandolfo giving us Sweet Paprika issue number 6 of the 12-issue series, and basically the cover A and then the risque, not safe for work variant cover E. Radiant Black's got a 25 copy incentive. Stray Dogs number 1 has a 50 copy incentive. Now these two you should probably have your names down for if you're into both titles. The 50 copy incentive for the new Stray Dogs number 1, for Dog Days number 1. Probably going to be a popular book. Action Comics with the Codpiece Superman. Batman 89 number 5. Obviously, Joe Quinones is killing it here. Oh, but they decided to throw in an Adam Hughes cardstock variant. DC vs. Vampires number 3 with a Matina cardstock variant cover. Gotten Superman all Morbius the Living Vampired out. Hey, it is what it is. Harley Quinn number 10, cover A, not shabby. Cover B, Derek Chu, also pretty good. But this is fire. I have a feeling Harley Quinn number 10's cover C, the 25 copy incentive, probably going to be a bit of a seller. Just a feeling. Robin number 9, cover C, also 25 copy incentive, not bad. Superman 78 number 5, cover A and cover B. Classic Superman is greater than any newer version of Superman. The Christopher Reeves movies will forever be timeless. Task Force Z number 3 with Deadshot on the cover. And then here's your cover B. And there's your 25 copy incentive. Teen Titans Academy number 10. And there's your cover B. So 9 and 10 are giving us more Red X stories, which is excellent because I'm going to go back and read a whole bunch of those. And that's going to do it for the FOC review, everybody. You know why? Marvel didn't have anything on FOC last week. So that's why I'm ending it on a DC book. And I know it's very strange to do so. And, it's actually kind of a shorter show. But I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below. And I'll see y'all back here next week. Similar time. Which is the reason why you're going to click that subscribe notification bell so you get the notifications for when I go live. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you watching my content on my channel, and I'll check y'all next week. If not sooner, check me out on Drunken Chat on Friday if I'm able to make it. If not, I'll be in the live chat, I'm sure, dropping liners. Anyway, appreciate all you guys checking out the show tonight. See you next week.